What's up, Taurus Squad? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We are going to read your tarot cards here today. Ooh, starting off with the Ten of Bats. Come on now, come on now. Before we get into that, welcome. Happy to have you. Please come into these readings with an open heart, an open mind, a desire to better yourself. If you're watching this reading and it doesn't resonate, or you're not feeling motivated, empowered, inspired, or have at least something new to sort of mull over and think about, feel free to click off and check back another week. Also be open to the fact that these messages may resonate for you at a later date. That does sometimes happen. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. So let's get into it, Taurus. Let's get you some insightful messages. Wishing you all a early happy Halloween. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, you ended something and it was an absolute victory. You're so proud of yourself. I'm getting the idea that your friends really had to support you through this, possibly your family, but I'm getting friends. It's something that I think you almost had to submit to. It's something that you didn't want to do, or you were really clinging to or trying to hold on to. But ultimately, you came to the realization that there was nothing left for you to take away from this, or nothing left to gain or earn, even though at first you may have tried to sort of justify staying. This may have to do with property too. That's the first message that's hit me. This might not be relationship, but yeah, again, choose to view it through whatever lens makes sense for you, Taurus. It's something, it's like, I'm almost getting the idea of bracing yourself, like, you know when the doctor gives you like a shot or something, some people like they clench and they just close their eyes and like, just do it, just do it. That's almost the vibe I get, where you don't want to look at it, because if you look at it again, it's going to it's going to like reach your heart space again. There's like this, I don't even know if bittersweet is the right term. Pull at your heartstrings. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, it could be something that you've struggled with for a long time. We have to remember, even though the Ten of Swords, which is what this is, Ten of Bats, it is sort of a darker card in terms of it is like a finalization or an ending of something. But the silver lining to this card, and it truly is, this isn't just me sort of sugarcoating it, the silver lining to the Ten of Swords is that it is the sun, the planet of growth, of creativity, of ego, identity, soul searching, becoming who you're meant to be. The sun, in Gemini. So the illumination of Gemini, the twins, multiple ideas, multiple people, other perspectives, changeable thoughts, changeable mind. And I always say the illumination of just ideas, of facts, of information. Something about this information, it goes down differently the more you get comfortable with the idea of releasing something or ending something or letting it go. I could even see this being a situation where if your company was doing downsizing or downscaling, layoffs, whatever, if you didn't make the cut list, and I'm not necessarily predicting this because kind of sort of this is in the past position, but whatever. Here's the message. If for some reason you were on that cut list or whatever, you may have been like, oh my God, what am I going to do? My life is over. This to me says, oh no, you don't even know. Like, this was for the better. You may not have realized it yet, but something about this, you're going to be so much happier. You're going to have more magic, right? The Magician. There's something more magical up ahead. But even I love the depiction of this too, because it's so in tune with the messages I'm getting. This rabbit looks like, where the fuck are we? Like, what just happened? Where am I? Like the idea of Alice in Wonderland. Like, I fell down the rabbit hole and who's this dude? Like, what just happened to me? The world, the universe, your life, it's being shooken up a little bit. It's being shaken up. It's being mixed up. It's change. But we have to remember the Six of Imps, which is the Six of Wands. This is a very victorious card. Typically, sixes in tarots are in the tarot deck. They're very good. It's a card of Leo, right? So it denotes sort of bravery, courage, putting yourself out there, authentic self-expression, sharing your gifts, sharing your ideas, being authentically vulnerable, which sometimes is an uncomfortable energy for anyone, not just Taurus, right? But the thing to remember here is you're not alone. There's something about you're going to find your tribe, or you're already with your tribe. You could be going through a very difficult situation. Perhaps some of you lost a partner or a family member. Again, I don't predict death, so please don't jump to that conclusion, right? If that makes sense for you, if you've already been through a similar situation, it's saying you have really great friends here, or whoever your chosen family is. And for some of you, it's your bloodline family, but you have people who are like, I got you, Taurus. Like, let me take care of you for a change. You don't always have to take care of everyone. They're going to help align you to your next chapter or your next path. And it's not to just fully submit to, I'm just going to sit here and wait for a call or wait for a knock on my door. I mean, that's not good advice, right? Put your best foot forward. Be good to yourself. If you are going through a chapter of healing and sort of transforming your life and sort of learning or adjusting to this new phase without this very pinnacle or not pinnacle, this situation, this person is no longer in your life. If it's out of the picture, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of an awkward transition, but it doesn't have to be. It's all a matter of your perspective, your mind, and how you deal with it. Again, the sun is showing up here twice, and the sun sheds light. It illuminates. It's warm, right? It leads you to where you're supposed to be. I just heard something about the calling. You guys may feel pulled or called in a very different direction that you've ever explored, but I would say there's something kind of magic to it. So trust your gut, trust your intuition here. I love that you're being supported. So if you're not feeling that way, you're not looking hard enough for the people who are reaching out to you. If that is the case, you may have dismissed their phone call or not replied to their text. So I'm going to say it, Taurus. You got to respond to that, right? You got to make up for lost time. Because maybe with this, there has been a need or a desire to isolate and not have to go over the same narrative or storyline and, inform all the friends and neighbors and family about this thing you're going through. I get it. Sometimes you're just like, I want to be left alone. And that's cool. But again, you might be over isolating yourself when actually these people are almost... I could almost view this as spirit guides too. It's like, no, like this happened for a reason. Trust us. We're meant to go in this direction. Possibly towards someone who has very strong Mercury in their chart. Gemini and Virgo is strongly associated with Mercury. There's going to be a surprise factor here. The idea of they pulled the rabbit out of the hat. There's the trick, the illusion, the excitement of watching a magic show. There's something unexpected, but I think you're going to be very... intrigued. That's a good word. Like, ooh, tell me more. Like, how did they do that? This could be connecting again to like a new place of business, or I don't know. This could even be if you're going out on dates or whatever, meeting somebody. And I would say with this, don't judge a book by its cover, because again, there's a surprise factor to this that I think is going to bring you delight. I think it's going to bring you pleasure. It might actually be quite humorous and comical. I think you would enjoy this. Some of you may actually be performers or do something on stage or in the public sphere. Both these cards are very like front and center stage. It doesn't literally have to be on stage, but again, this could be something that you're posting on your website or social media where it is garnering a lot of attention, and a lot of people are kind of looking at it in awe, or they're feeling inspired, or wanting to pick your brain, wanting to learn from you. It could be you take something in your life that was a very negative situation, and I'm going to say it, transform it into something positive, where I don't know, maybe you're writing a book on grief work, or do you understand what I mean? There's something that from this, it rebirths you into something new, and I don't know how to say it other than it gets a lot of attention from the crowd or from the people, or you have a lot of people supporting your endeavor to do this thing. Tell me about the Magician. Why is the Magician coming through? Make sure you filter out the negative thoughts in your mind right now, because I do see you struggling with maybe some depressive thoughts or just a lack of self-confidence, like needing to rebuild yourself from some sort of trauma or just difficult, whatever, hardship, whatever you want to call it. You might be kind of in that crossroads of like questioning yourself too much. I almost see this thing like, do you know that thing people do where like they pinch the camera, like pinch people's heads on like, you know what I mean? Like the perspective of the photography, and like you do that, and you know what I mean? Well, I hope you do. There's something about like silencing your inner critic. Like this is not a time to be super self-critical. This is about a time to really nourish and feed yourself, your soul, your spirit. Versus turning it to other people. Let people help you. That's a very important message this week. Silence your inner critic. Knight of Pumpkins. Yeah, there might be a new job opportunity coming your way. There could be a fellow earth sign making some sort of offer to you. It could be romantic, but it could just be a gesture of kindness too. The Knight of Pumpkins, very indicative of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It's reliable, it's steady, it's practical. It is responsible. This is like my knight who, when he shows up and says he's going to do something, he does it. Like he's got it handled. It is on lock. Let this person help you. Feel free to delegate some responsibility. This can even be your child needing to step up and put in some work, right? Especially if you are a single parent. I kind of see that being a major theme or message here too. Let people help you, especially this week. And sometimes that can be hard for you guys, right? You're ruled by Venus. So frequently Venus-ruled signs, you and Libra, you tend to look at life through the perspective of others, and well, what do they need, and how can I provide? What is the sustenance, the abundance I have, to share with them? That is a beautiful quality. I'm not saying you need to change that, but I do need you guys to be more aware of reciprocity. But almost the reverse of that, like allow other people the gift of stepping up and being able to help you, accept help with gratitude, be humble. Yeah, I don't know. There's something like you're very fixed on, no, I don't need any favors. I can do this alone. Check yourself. Let people help you. Let people pitch in. All right, let's do a new message for Taurus. Anything else I can tell Taurus? I'm kind of being called towards this deck. I should have had it opened, sorry, but it'll take 2 seconds. It's approaching Halloween season. I'm using all my spooky decks. Tarot de la Nuit. French. Francais. All right, let's do it. Let's get a new message for Taurus, as much as I will try. In fact, I'm going to push these up. There may be a fire sign in your future, an Aries, Leo, Sag. You may be bridging a gap with a fire sign, especially in Aries. There might be an Aries wanting to make a peace offering to you, especially if you're cuspy with Aries, Taurus. Or I don't know, this could be a mother, a maternal figure, a sibling that you may have some weird sibling rivalry with. Yeah, it's like someone shows up and surprises you with the amount of energy they're willing to give to you. Someone shows up for you in a way that they never had before, and you're almost perplexed by it, but again, it's something positive. So maybe I'm almost wanting to say with these cards, don't jump to the conclusion, oh, it's too good to be true. I wouldn't always take people at their word. I would say the proof is in the pudding. Actions speak louder than words. But I mean, you have the queen of action here. So this person may just actually show up and get shit done for you. I really like that message for you, Taurus. I hope that makes sense. All right, one more quick one for Taurus. The King of Cups. I was going to say, can we ask about love? I'm not sure if that was related to love. Maybe it is for some of you. Tell me about the King of Cups. What's going on with him? The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, there you are. Oh, this is someone who's very dedicated to you, very devoted to you. This might be someone who you write like bad poetry about, no offense. Although you're Taurus, it's probably good poetry. Or vice versa. This person, if it's not literal poetry, it's like they have a very poetic, dreamy soul. Did you catch yourself a Scorpio who actually emotes? Who actually lets you know what's going on in their heart? I'm just kidding. All my Scorpio cross-watchers, you know I love you. And I really do. I love my Scorpio gang. But sometimes there can be kind of a tough exterior you have to get through and penetrate before the Scorpio kind of expresses what's going on. There's a secret side to Scorpio, right? And I mean, they're a Mars-ruled sign, so it ancient, like, rulers for Mars, it almost dates back to sort of like this idea of survival. I don't want anybody to have one up on me because I got to protect myself, right? That's the Scorpion tale, right? I got to be ready and on or at attention just in case, the enemy comes through. And I mean, I'm not saying all Scorpios are paranoid, right? But there is that element of, okay, I'm going to see what they're up to before I sort of let them know where I'm at. You both are actually, I take that back. You seem to be the one who's playing hard to get here, Taurus, which I actually kind of love. I don't love head games. I don't buy into the whole, play hard to get and be flirty and then take it away. Absolutely not. I don't believe in that bullshit. If you like this person, be open. But I don't know. I do like this because there's a flirtation. Like you're looking dead square at them. And this person is very devoted to you, very dedicated. They want to help you. You might be being a little bit pouty about something. Like if you are already an established couple, it could be that this person effed up and you're just kind of like, but the thing is you're holding the key here and you're physically like showing it to them. So it's like, you're going to let them back in. I'm not saying you like kick them out of the house, but in metaphor, like the key opens the door. You're like, if you want to know what's wrong with me, here's the key. Like I'll open up to you, but you have to kind of make the first move. Very interesting because I mean, not a lot of cardinal energy here. You guys are both kind of fixed. So it could be that you are trying to, I guess maybe in a subtle way, encourage this person to step up and lead or initiate more than they currently do. But here's the thing, if that's what you're hoping for, I think they're going to do it. But do not hold this person to standards that you don't hold yourself to. So that means that if the shoe is on the other foot, you sometimes have to be the one to kind of initiate, okay, let's talk about it. Let's, express to each other what we're thinking or feeling, right? Yeah, I don't know if this connection hasn't entered your life yet. It does feel very romantic. I'm going to be honest. This could be someone who you actually catch feelings for very quickly, very fast. Almost, I don't know if I use the word obsession because I think that has a really negative connotation, but like you fall hard. You fall deep and you fall hard. And with anybody, that can feel great at first, but again, I just want to caution you, like, earth energy. Go slow, be practical, don't get, whisked away in like fantasy land and the kind of futuristic, oh, it could be so great in one day, because then you're sort of not living in the moment. You're not like looking at sort of the indications or the signs around you. I see this being very heavy and very deep very quickly, not in a bad way, really passionate, very romantic and head over heels. That's a really good word for it. And I'm not putting the curse on this by any means. Like, I shouldn't have used that word. Now some of you guys are like freaked out. I'm not putting the kibosh on this. This seems like it could be good. Just watch your obsession, ground yourself. That's a very important word for Taurus. Anything else I can tell them? Let's see. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I see this possibly interfering with your productivity at work. It's like you might be texting each other all day. You might literally be writing this person a novel, like via text under your phone, when you're, or I'm sorry, under like your desk when you're on your phone. So then what is this judgment, this awakening? Okay. And so like anything, this feels very, what is the word for it? Honeymoon phase. Like, you're all in immediately, right? Within a week, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to marry this person. Again, I'm not here to crush your dreams, but with judgment, there's some sort of awakening that happens kind of middle of the road. Once you're Eight of Pentacles and you've started putting some work into this relationship, what's going on here? The Nine of Cups. I mean, okay, then I'm going to stick with it. I think for those who are not new to my channel, you guys know I'm a pretty straight shooter. I don't want to guide you in a direction where it's just all based in fantasy. You may have an awakening where this is your wish fulfillment. This is your dream. This is your Nine of Cups person. I think this person knew all along. You seem to be the one who has a little bit of reservation. And I'm sure it's for good reasons. But again, everything in moderation, everything in balance. Make sure you're not being overly cautious or overly suspicious. Let's see. Scorpio is your polar opposite Taurus, which is not a bad thing. Sometimes it's beautifully compatible, the way like a yin yang is. It's like, you complete me. Other times it can be this very like, again, opposition, warring, conflict energy in your life. This person may come in and sweep you off your feet. And again, that thing of like jumping to the conclusion of, oh my God, this is too good to be true. Like almost on a subconscious level, like I don't deserve this. This could never be my story. Part of it may even stem from sort of your childhood and what you grew up in or what you grew up with in terms of parents or viewing and seeing romantic connections around you that maybe didn't last or didn't stand the test of time. You might be very cautious. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But make sure you are not self-sabotaging out of fear. Like, I love this person, but no, I have to be alone. It could never be. This person's just going to let me down. Well, your mind is a very powerful tool. So if you keep telling yourself this person's going to let me down, they're going to leave me, I'll be alone, that's what you're going to get. I think power of positivity is a great way to swing on this. Again, you're a Taurus, so you're going to be practical anyway. I don't have to tell you that. I'm going to be honest, I love this vibe. I really, really like these cards. Eight of Pentacles indicates work, effort. It's sort of like the apprenticeship, becoming the master of your craft. This is a relationship where allow it to grow and change organically. But I think this says if you guys are both showing up and doing the work, there's no reason why this couldn't be everything you desire in a partnership. Allow it to grow and change. Don't be stuck in the old ways of, oh, well, when we first met, we used to always do this and now we don't do it anymore. Okay, we'll do something different now. That sort of reawakens that passion or complements pieces and parts of what you used to do that you like, but allow each other to grow and change. That's a very important part of the relationship. I get very strong fidelity with this person. I think they would be very faithful, very dedicated. Again, almost into the sort of, what is a good word? Almost into the extremity. That's a very big word with Scorpio. The extremes of all or nothing, like you're my person and I want to lock this down and be with you forever. So again, talk to this person if you're not comfortable with that timeline. But yeah, you know what? This looks fabulous. So I'm going to quit rambling. I love this energy for you. Let's throw some zodiac signs on it just to see if anything comes out that I might have missed. Although I've been asking for zodiac signs lately and I haven't been getting them. We'll see what this is. Chiron, healing. Yeah, this person is a healer. Absolutely. And I love this. The idea of like the eye with the tear. This person can be very vulnerable and authentic with you, and it might be overwhelming at first. You might not have connected with someone who is so fluent in speaking emotions and opening up and what is the word? Confessing to you things that are going on in their internal psyche. It doesn't mean they're broken. It means they're a warrior. So yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't take this person's ability to be vulnerable and to emote. Don't take that as a weakness. It's quite the opposite. This is this person's strength. And not only that, Taurus, I'm going to say it, they're going to teach you something about that. Because that might, if that is strange or foreign to you, then that means it's something you're lacking within yourself. So there's a beautiful opportunity for you guys to learn from each other. Look at where your Chiron placement is in your chart. You can do a really quick, once you have your birth chart in front of you, if you have access to that, go to Astro Charts. That'll help you generate one. Look at where your Chiron is, and then just do a quick Google search. If I have Chiron in Gemini, what does that mean? If I have, Chiron in Cancer, what does that mean? Something about this person complements your Chiron placement where it allows you to celebrate your wounded warrior versus allowing you to be the victim of some life circumstance, or vice versa, right? Again, there's something about the complement there. Any zodiac signs that want to come out? Gemini. That's so funny that I just said, do you have Chiron in Gemini? Some of you might. If you have Chiron in Gemini, I just feel like this might be your reading, or your person for that matter. This person may have a very Geminian vibe to them. They might be a water sign, but maybe they're Gemini rising or whatever. They may be interested in photography. They may have a very strong Mars placement. They might be athletic, into art. They might be a dancer. They might be a lifter. I just heard military. I don't know why I did, but sure. And for those who want to know what the card says, these are just kind of things associated with the third house. It is associated with Gemini, but it doesn't mean that your third house is ruled by Gemini. It's an astrology thing. Don't worry about it if it doesn't make sense to you. Speech, thought, social media, excursions, dating, siblings, research, street life, circulation, discussions, surroundings, sociability. The social butterflies. This person may actually be a twin. Let's see. Taurus. Well, there you are. Maybe you're dealing with another Taurus. That would be interesting. And 10th house, reputation. Strongly associated with Capricorn. Again, it doesn't have to be. I'll read both of these to you and we'll wrap it up. 10th house placements. Career, responsibilities, achievement, competence, fame, notoriety, standing, authority figures, legacy, purpose, pinnacle, and the patriarchy and empire. Something about these, I know some of you are like, why are you reading me keywords? Something about this has to do with this connection, obviously, but also it may have to do with someone's Chiron placement. You may have Chiron in Taurus in the third house or something, you know what I mean? Mix and match them if it makes sense for you. And then this is you, which I'll read to you anyway. I think you came up in one of Cancer's readings. It may have been the bonus Cancer reading I did. Maybe this represents a Cancer. It's possible. I think it was the Labyrinth edition. I just posted it recently, so if you were dealing with a Cancer or curious about that reading, check it out because this card came out. So you are involved in it in some way. Taurus, the bombshell. Yeah, you are. Earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, tactile, ample, worthy, ripe, pleasure-seeking, sensuous, blooming, solid, possessive, tenacious, loyal, patient, and deliberate. Boom. I love this reading. I think it's fantastic. I hope you do too. If you want it, claim it. Hit that like button. Show me some love. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Taurus gang.